guys, Ashley Elizabeth here with AHM Artistry, and it is time for a much requested tutorial.
Hold up, what is up with my hair? If it bugs you like crazy that it's like flying away like that, fast forward like 30 seconds and it'll be over, I promise. But I'm editing this right now, I'm like, oh, sorry about that, nothing I can do now.
Okay, you guys have been asking for this for a while, and you've clicked on the video so you already know, but it is the double pull through, I should say, the double pull through braid techniques. If you don't know what that is, I'll pop the video up right here and some pictures so you can see. If you guys wanted to see how I did that, I think it was the Tarte Hybrid foundation video that I did it on, and I posted some pictures on Instagram as well. So make sure you subscribe and follow me if you want to be notified as soon as I post new things. And also, if you guys comment on my videos and tell me like certain videos you'd like to see, most likely I will see that comment and comment back to you, and I will try my best to film it as soon as possible. So enough jibber jabbing, let's keep rolling. All right, so you don't need too much for this look. Obviously start with, you know, somewhat clean hair. I actually washed my hair not yesterday, but the night before, and I straightened it yesterday, so it's kind of second day hair still. I mean, I don't count the night that I wash it. So you want like maybe next day hair because you want a little bit of texture, but if you're oily, then it might be the same day for you, but you know, you want to cut down as many steps as you can. You're going to need a comb with a rat tail on the end just to section off your part. Obviously a hairbrush to keep, you know, your hair nice and detangled. If you don't have a wet brush yet, you need to make sure you buy it. These things are awesome at detangling. I can tell you why later if you want to know. Just let me know if you want to know, you know? So, and then you need these little hair elastics. So I'm going to use green today so you guys can see what I'm placing. Normally you'd probably want to do clear or whatever color your hair is they make. This brand right here is called Little Box of Pretty, these little hair elastics. I'm going to see if I can find them online somewhere. I picked them up at Planet Beauty, which is local to me here in California. So need some clips just for sectioning off the hair and some hairspray for the end. I am loving this brand, IGK. This is the Intern Flexible Spray. You've probably seen it on my last couple of videos, but I just really like it because it gives a really good hold. It's not too sticky and I can still work with it. I use it on all my professional sets, like for hair and everything like that too. So it works really well. To start off, you're going to grab your rat tail comb and you're going to just separate it down the middle. Now you can use a clip, but I'm actually going to use an elastic just because it gets my hair out of the way even better for my own personal use. I'm going to just move this hair out of the way. If your hair kinks easy, definitely use a clip. So that's going to be really cute for a little bit. And then what you want to do, obviously make sure your hair is all brushed out and comb it backwards or brush it back, because that's going to be the way the pull through braid lays, okay? So you're going to start with your first triangle section, and this is the same way you start off a regular braid, so if you're familiar with that. All right, so you have that piece, and you're going to secure it with one of your elastics. If you're wondering if it's going to hurt to take out the elastics, well, just be really careful. It does a little bit if you're not careful, but you can have somebody cut them out for you if you trust them with your hair. But so you just want to make sure it's positioned in the area that you like, and you kind of lift it out a little bit because you don't want it to be too tight. And like I said, if you're doing clear or your natural hair color, you shouldn't really see that one. You can start it a little bit more back, you know, whatever you prefer. And then we're going to actually move it out of the way. So once you like where it sits, move it forward and clip it out of the way here. And then you can grab your comb again, or you can use your finger if you like, and you're going to make your next section. Okay, and comb it back. After you play around with this for a little while, you can space out as much as you like. So it's definitely very custom to what you like it to kind of look like. You're going to do another elastic about right there. Kind of spread it out just a little bit, but you don't have to do too much because we're going to spread it out later. Okay, then you take this first section, you're going to put it into two, put it around that one you just did, and bring that one forward. So just like that. And then clip that right out of the way. Okay. And this one's going to go into the next section. So you can grab your next section, you don't have a hat, make sure it's flat, and then you grab those little pieces, bring it down to the base, and your elastic. So you can kind of see what's forming right here. And you're going to just repeat that process all the way down. So I'll show you a few more and then I'll speed it up so you can see what we do on the bottom. So again, split into two. Bring this one that you just made, so that new one that you made, forward. And that's the two that you split, those two right there, together. Split again and clip out of the way. And you have, this was the section before that. Alright, so I'm going to speed this up really quick just for this part, and then I'll show you what you do with the bottom pieces. We've reached the end of where your scalp ends, and now it's just the length of your hair. So you're pretty much just doing the same thing, you're just not adding any new hair. So we wrap it around and then you just put an elastic just as you wrap. That's it, super easy. It looks way more complicated than it is, which is cool because once you get it down, you can look like you spent an hour on your hair, but hopefully it was only 10 minutes, maybe. Split the next one, I'll wrap it around. You can clip this out of the way if it bugs you. I'm just used to just dealing with it. Just make sure you're spacing as you're going because you want to make sure it shows up. You know, you don't want to put them back to back to back. You want about an, let's say inch, what is this, inch and a half in between each one. Okay, so now I'm on my last one, so I'm just going to wrap it around still, but then tie it off. So try to keep that front one in. You can leave it like this and it looks super cool and it's cute, but we're going to spread it out and make it nice and poofy and give some definition in there. But what I like to do, maybe you want to spread it out right away to kind of see how it looks, but I actually like to try on the other side to get it about the same amount because I like it to look really even. If you don't care, then like just do whatever you want to do, but I like to try to make them as similar as possible. So what I mean is each section I'll try to section off the same amount of hair and the same placement of the elastic, and then so I'll fast forward through that because you guys kind of already saw the gist, and then we will spread it out and show you what the final look will be. Okie dokie. But first, kombucha break. It broke. Okay, we are not done yet though. We got to spread out that braid. So I start with the bottom. That's why you want to leave a little length out because you're going to take some of that away. And just take those sections that were split into two and just start separating it. Don't do too much because you can't put it back in. So do a little bit at a time. You might go up and down the braid a couple times to make sure you got as much as you want out. You can pull this bottom section, but just very gently and spread it out like that. Cool, cool. And you're kind of covering the elastics as you go, so you can see them peeking in there, but you're kind of spreading it out to kind of cover it. So that's why you just take the edges here. can see this part, so you have that big old chunky elastic right there. If you kind of spread this out a little bit, we're going to hairspray and kind of tuck it. Yeah, and if you can see an elastic too much, just kind of push it down on that base and then spread it out there. And kind of go back down. See if there's anywhere else that you want it to be spread out and chunky. And you guys saw my hair isn't super thick, so even if you have a thin hair, medium to thin like me, it will still look chunky and make your hair look so much thicker. If you have really thick hair, then oh my gosh, it's gonna be out of this world, and it's super amazing. Okay, and before you start hairspraying, just kind of go through and check your work and make sure you're happy with it. So I'm going to take that IGK Intern Flexible Hold Hairspray, and just, so I want to kind of cover the elastic a little bit like from head on. You're going to see it because it's lime green, but just kind of spray. And you don't have to do too aggressive, you just want to keep a little bit in place. And then you can use the spray to your advantage to kind of hide any elastics that you might see. If you want them to like really jut out, just kind of push them forward. All right, there you go. That is the double pull through braid for you guys. I hope that those of you who requested are watching, and if you have any questions about it, if I missed anything, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. I am thinking I'm gonna do in the next month or two how to do this on somebody else, because sometimes we like to do each other's hair when we're going out and everything, right? And how you use your hands on yourself obviously is going to be different how you place your hands when you're doing somebody else's hair. So if you're interested in seeing that, make sure to comment so I know that that's something that you guys want to see. And if there's anything else, like I said at the beginning of the video, that you guys are interested in seeing, make sure to let me know, or else how will I know? And make sure you subscribe before you go and fall down the rabbit hole, which is YouTube. Every subscription, view, share helps out my channel so much. So if you liked this tutorial and you think it can help out some girls and guys that want to create this look, go ahead and share it on your social media accounts, and make sure to follow me too. I am on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, everything. My links are always in the description box. That's where you can find me. And thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great, lovely day.